Now at 6, we look at where voters might stand ahead of the Missouri primary election. Plus, employees with the McDonald County School District take training courses to prevent potential threats. And the McDonald County Residents Campaign to help people stay cool.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
5 days before the Missouri primary election, we're getting a picture of where voters might stand. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM is partnering with other TV stations in Missouri that are owned by Gray Television for a series of polls on a variety of races and topics. The online survey was conducted earlier this week by Survey USA. KOAM's Amber Jenkins looks at some results.
In Missouri's U.S. Senate race, among Republicans, incumbent Attorney General Eric Schmitt had a support of 28%, an 8-point advantage over former Governor Eric Greitens. No other candidate had more than 13%. Former President Trump has not endorsed a candidate in this race. The poll asks whether his endorsement will make you more likely to vote for the endorsed candidate. 40% of Republicans said more likely, 12% picked less likely, and 40% said an endorsement would make no difference. Among Democrats, registered nurse Trudy Bush Valentine was ahead with 40%. Marine veteran Lucas Kuntz is a distant second with 14%. All other candidates were in the single digits. The poll also asks whether the Senate candidates should be required to hold a public debate. 66% of the voters said yes, 14% picked no. Another poll question: how much confidence do you have that votes cast in the primary election for the United States Senate will be counted accurately? 60% of Republicans say they have full or some confidence. 35% of Republicans say they have little or no confidence. 88% of Democrats have full or some confidence, and 9% of Democrats have little to no confidence. Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Election day for the Missouri primaries is this coming Tuesday. You can see the complete poll results, including how opinions vary by demographics, at KOAMnewsnow.com. And be sure to download the KOAM News app for all your election needs. You can also go to our website for election information at KOAMnewsnow.com/elections. The website includes resources for all of the 4-state areas, such as polling places. You can even check to see if you're registered to vote. Again, KOAMnewsnow.com/elections. A project manager hired to clean up lead-contaminated soil at Granby, Missouri City Park pleads guilty to a federal crime. Lynn Ike of St. Louis today admitted he intentionally gave federal officials false information regarding the scope and amount of lead contamination at Granby City Park. Ike was employed by a company that received a nearly $12 million contract to perform waste remediation in and around Granby. Officials say the deceit cost taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars to correct. Ike could get up to 5 years in federal prison. You can find a full list of the timeline of the crime on KOAMnewsnow.com. Let's check in with Doug Hetty for our first look at the weather.
Well, we did get a few scattered showers, a few random little thunderstorms earlier this morning, but most of the afternoon has ended up being on the dry side, except our far northern counties picking up some isolated little thunderstorms. But again, most of us are dry. I do think our southern counties had the best shot to get any kind of action as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight, but it's not going to be a whole bunch. I think most of us end up staying dry. We'll get some scattered thunderstorms late tonight. Northeastern Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas, extreme southwestern parts of Missouri, but everybody else pretty much does stay dry. Temperatures right now sitting mid to upper 80s to near 90 once you get out across southeastern Kansas. We're going to slide back through the 80s, 70s, eventually upper 60s to near 70 degrees. We do have additional rain chances in the forecast. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
As students prepare to begin a new school year, McDonald County school leaders are making proactive decisions by attending behavioral risk assessment training. The goal, to be able to spot potential violence before it starts. KOAM's Shagun Bamadelli has more on that story.
I am at the McDonald County, where all the school district's principals are in this building, taking a behavioral risk assessment training to help support students with behavioral needs and mental health problems. I spoke to one of the principals, and she tells me why events like this are important for school leaders.
And so we're getting some training on building some safety and intervention teams to help recognize and intervene on the mental health issues that our students may be facing that might, precipitate school violence and just ways to make our school a safer place.
As the new school year approaches, McDonald school leaders are participating in a behavioral risk assessment training led by the Missouri School Board Association.
We want to be on the front end of intervention with our students. We don't want to wait until things happen to act, so we want to try to get our kids the help they need so that they can be successful adults and have successful and happy lives.
School Safety Director Buck Owen says being proactive is one of the best ways to stop and reduce the risk of school shootings.
If we're reactive and wait till a threat reaches our building, it's too late. We have to act before the threat ever makes it to our school, and that's by intervening early in the process and identifying the warning signs and acting on those and getting those kids the mental health help that they need.
The training is part of the school district's effort to make sure its campuses are safe for its staff members and students. In McDonald County, Shagun Bamdele, KOAM News.
Other measures this year include the installation of new cameras at all buildings, better securing entrances, and hiring 3 new school resource officers to serve all across the district. Still ahead, how a McDonald County resident is trying to help keep families cool in the summer. Plus, some graduates put on their caps and gowns, but it's not to prepare for college. McDonald County, Missouri's new Chamber of Commerce director is bringing in some big city ideas to the small community. John Newby hopes to bring together the lifelong locals and those moving to the area. Newby has a long history in news and media. He's the founder of 360 Media Alliance and Truly Local. He's offering free marketing tools and resources to businesses that can't afford them otherwise.
I don't believe personally that we've done a very good job of marketing what we have here. We have a lot here, but we let other people market us and let other people decide what they wanted to say about us. And that's where we need to make a difference. And I think as a chamber we can do that and start marketing a brand and an image that we want marketed, not what other people want us to be marketed as.
For more information on John Newby and his plans for the county, visit the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce website. The extreme heat the 4 states has endured recently has stressed or even broken a lot of people's AC and cooling units in their homes. McDonald County resident Kyle Hackworth has started a GoFundMe page to help his community members who can't afford an AC unit. Hackworth currently has 10 families waiting for his help, but due to a lack of donations, the group has been unable to buy and deliver units until funds allow.
There's people out there that would normally don't feel embarrassed to ask for help, embarrassed to sit there and post on there, hey, I have 100-degree temperatures, we're sweating, have heat exhaustion, we have kids, and they're afraid to say something, and they're actually coming forward and saying, hey, we hear that you're helping out others, and, can you help us?
To find out how you can donate, just go to KOAMnewsnow.com. Joplin native Rio Michelle is concerned plus-size women, as well as women over 50 years old, don't have access to enough clothing and style options. She says it's hard to find clothing that's the right size. She also provides tips on how to represent and take care of herself at the age of 50. She's created pages on social media to help women struggling with the same kinds of issues to connect with each other.
I am actually the majority of women out there. I'm the size of the majority of women out there, and I want the same things that most of them want.
You can find Rio on Facebook and TikTok with her artist name, Rio Michelle. 11 graduates put on their caps and gowns to walk the stage for their graduation at Freeman Learning Center in Joplin, but not for medical school or college. No, these graduates are heading off to the big world of kindergarten. Today, the graduates received their diplomas, but not only is this a special moment for the kids, it's a special moment for Freeman. This is the first graduating class for the Freeman Learning Center, which opened for students in August of 2020.
Enabled me to kind of step out of the mom role for the time that I need to be present in the position that I am at Freeman, and has allowed me to operate more, not distracted, and knowing that he is in capable hands. And not only that, but that he's learning.
FLC's program is designed to give the kids a smooth transition as they grow and progress through their education. A little bit later, a preview of the Webb City Little League's preparation for the Midwest Regional Tournament.
Plus some additional rain chances in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, we did get a few scattered showers and a few scattered thunderstorms for us earlier today, but most of the afternoon has been dry. It looks pretty good right now. This is our Landers Chevrolet Cadillac of Joplin. This is on the southeast side of the city, and you can't see those cumulus clouds popping up, but most of us are dry right now. We need rain, obviously. Only 1/100th of an inch of rain for us today. For the month, only a half an inch of rain. At least we've gotten a little, but we could use quite a bit more, especially over the next few days. Temperatures are cooler though. This is good. Mid to upper 80s to near 90. Chetopa is sitting at 92 degrees, but our humidity has creeped up. Look at our dew point, 65 to about 70. So that makes it feel to your body kind of in that sticky to muggy range. And that's where we're going to sit as we go through the next few days. A lot of clouds right now, currently dry though. 89. Winds are pretty much calm. Humidity at 52%. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 80s into the 70s, eventually upper 60s to near 70 degrees for an overnight low tonight. Let's go outside. Not a whole bunch going on after this batch kind of died as it pushed through. At least most of us got at least some light showers. Over the past couple hours, we've had some isolated little thunderstorms in our very far northern counties. Most of us are dry, but these isolated thunderstorms will stick around in our northern counties for the next few hours, but I really think most of us are going to be dry tonight. Thunderstorms will get going in our far southern counties, especially after midnight, but again, most of us stay dry, but at least some of us are going to get a little bit of rain. So any isolated thunderstorms out there right now in our northern counties, those are gone. Let's go to about midnight. You can see scattered thunderstorms. This is mainly Barry, McDonald, Benton, Delaware, maybe Ottawa, Craig, Nowata counties along and south of I-44. As we go through the overnight hours, scattered thunderstorms continue into the early morning hours, and then I really think most of Friday is going to be dry. We're going to have partly sunny skies. We'll get a few isolated afternoon little guys, but most of you are going to be dry, but temperatures looking better. 80 by noon, high temp, right around 84 degrees. As we go into tomorrow night, I think this is going to be when our best chance for at least a little bit more widespread rain will start to develop, especially late tomorrow night into Saturday morning. A batch of showers, a batch of thunderstorms kind of roll through the region, and then we'll start to clear out late Saturday afternoon. As we go into Saturday night into Sunday morning, a few more scattered thunderstorms. So the chances are there. It's just not extremely widespread. So we got to keep our fingers crossed, but I think most of us will pick up a quarter to half an inch of rain over the next few days. Heavier amounts will stay in our southern counties where you may get an inch or two of rain. 84 tomorrow. Let's go 80 on Saturday, 86 on Sunday, and then we start to dry out. Temperatures start to go back up, mid-90s on Monday, and then triple-digit heat once again.
Those gardens, those farm fields, boy, I hope they get a drink while they can, because obviously it's not going to last long.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Thanks, Todd. Still ahead, the Joplin Outlaws hit the field for Game 1 of the Mink League Championship Series, and Webb City prepares to head to Indianapolis looking to earn a spot in the Little League World Series. Jacob Leonard has that story and more up next.
Well, the Joplin Outlaws have a shot to win a league championship this weekend. The Outlaws face the St. Joe Mustangs for the Mink League title, with Game 1 of the 3-game series being played tonight in Joplin. The Mustangs, definitely the team to beat in this thing. They've won the Mink League title in 7 of the last 12 seasons. Tonight's game begins at 7 o'clock at Joe Becker Stadium, so still got time to get there. We'll have highlights from this one right here tonight at 10. The Webb City Little League baseball team won a state championship on Monday. Now, the team is headed to the Midwest Regional Tournament in Indianapolis with the hopes of moving on to the Little League World Series.
That's a dime right to his chest.
Everything is clicking right now for Webb City Little League baseball.
Our pitching's elite. Defense is amazing. Our bats, they're hot. I'm tired of hitting singles. That's all you hit in real games, Cam. And hitting for average, baby.
We can hit top to bottom. We're fundamentally sound on defense. We just got a lot of depth.
Easy. First to home, baby. Speedy.
Webb City is about to head to the Midwest Regional Tournament in Indianapolis after winning a state championship Monday night.
I feel like it's going to be tough, but I feel like we know what's out there and we know that we want to get it.
If they're able to win that regional tournament, Webb City would punch their ticket to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
It would mean a lot, really. I mean, it's been what I've wanted to do for a while. The World Series would be a dream come true for most of our players, and I think we might have a shot.
It would be amazing, but we just got to take it one game at a time, step by step.
We set goals before the season started, and we've got one more goal to at least get to the World Series.
I'm catching this. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, come on.
Indianapolis will be a big stage for the 12 and under Webb City squad.
For me, personally, I feel very nervous. I don't know. They say they aren't nervous, but I feel like they are. This is fun. I love playing baseball with you guys. All those butterflies, nerves get away right as you start playing the game. It's just a fun game. Oh, furthest ball I've hit all season.
So as they get ready for the bright lights, it's about focusing on the little things for Webb City.
Get the basics down, little things, and then we will go a long way.
Now, Webb City opens the regional tournament next Friday, facing the South Dakota State champions at noon in Indianapolis. Now, finally, the Kansas City Chiefs add another new face to their defense today. The Chiefs have signed defensive end Carlos Dunlap to a one-year deal worth up to $8 million. Dunlap spent last season with the Seattle Seahawks, picking up 8.5 sacks. Now, right now, he has 96 career sacks, which is 8th most among active players. Now, Kansas City is hoping to improve a pass rush that was 29th in the league last year in sacks. And that's it for sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran. Billy Atkins served in the U.S. Army from 2003 to 2010. His hometown, Carl Junction, Missouri, and we are proud to salute Sergeant Billy Atkins, a four-state hero. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Major deadly flooding in multiple states. We're going to visit Kentucky for the aftermath of record rainfall there. Growing concerns in nursing homes and long-term care facilities across the country. Many workers saying they're in desperate need for staff and are at risk of closing. And the iconic green Sprite bottle is changing. That and a lot more tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A bit cooler out there and eventually prospect of more rain.
Yeah, we are going to get some isolated showers and thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow. But our better shot's going to be tomorrow night into Friday morning. Temperatures pretty good the next few days until next week.
Yeah, we'll deal with next week. Next week. Final sports note.
Well, tonight's game for the Joplin Outlaws will be their final home game of the season, game 1 of the Mink League Championship Series. If games 2 and 3 will be in St. Joe, of course, game 3 if necessary, because the Outlaws may win it in 2.
That's true. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.